All right, everyone. So today we are adding and subtracting with decimals. The main idea here is that you need to line up the decimals. All right, line them up. So line up the decimals, and then you're simply going to bring the decimals straight down. So line them up, and then we bring them straight down, and then we're following our just kind of our general rules there. So let's look at question number one. We do need to stack when we do any sort of addition or subtraction. So I got 17 and 2/10 minus, now the lining up, because my decimals between the 5 and the 6, we need to be lined up with it. So the 5 is underneath the 7, the 2 is underneath the 6. So it's all about placeholders. All right. So when we line up the decimals, that'll line up our placeholders here. So now we just do a subtraction problem. So I cannot take 6 away from 2, so we'll do some borrowing that's here. All right. So there's our 12. 12 minus 6 is 6. I can do 6 minus 5, so I can take care of that. That gives me a 1. And then 1 minus nothing, that's just a 1 that's there. And decimal point, 11 and 6/10. There it is. Show is over. So again, line up the decimals. Drop it straight down when you're doing that. Let's look at question number 2, which is an addition problem. So we just grab the first number and just copy it straight down. And again, line up the decimals. So because there's my decimal, that means I need a 3 here, a 1 there. So placeholders will be lined up. And that's what we're after on it. So now let's go ahead and let's add. Now, regarding it, we can fill in zeros if we would like. So we keep numbers above and below it. That's not a big deal. You could put a 0 up there. With addition, it is not necessary. So 7 plus 0 is a 7. 4 plus 6 is a 10. So I put down my 0, carry the 1. 1 plus 0 plus 4 is a 5. 6 plus 3 is a 9. 1 plus nothing, well, it's just a 1 there. So bring my decimal straight down. 19 and 507 thousandths is my answer. So here's what we'll do. We're going to skip number 3 for right now. And what we want to look at there is question number 4. Now, the reason why 4 is a little bit more interesting, is because we tell you to line up your decimals, but there's no decimal with the number 9. What? Yeah, oh, Mr. Cow, you are correct. There actually is a decimal. 9 is a whole number. In all whole numbers, the decimal is always to the right of it. Now think of it as money. If you've got $9, that means I have $9 and 0 cents. So a lot of times when you're trying to figure out where the decimal goes, think of money. So now I can line them up. Got my subtraction sign here, 5 and the 4800ths. The whole idea here is I need to take it away from something. So even if I put my decimal there, I need my zeros because I can't take 8 away from nothing. I have to take it away from something, so I've got to do some sort of borrowing here. All right. So this is the whole idea. Borrow as you may. All right. We would have a 10 here, so 10 minus 8 is a 2. All right. We had to borrow because I can't do that, so that would be a 9. Because 1 less than 10 is your 9. 9 minus 4 is your 5. And we had to borrow from here as well. So that's an 8. 8 minus the 5 is the 3. So we have 3 and 52 hundredths. So again, even though it's a whole number, there is still decimals here we have to deal with. So let's take in what we did with question number 5. Number 5, again, we have a whole number. So the decimal is simply to the right of that whole number. We're going to line them on up. And we're going to get ready to add. I'm going to fill in my zeros just because I like to line them up. This way I'm doing the same thing with my addition or subtraction. It's not officially necessary, but I don't want to leave the zeros out. Yeah, I don't want them to feel bad. So I'm choosing to put them in. Even though it's just addition, it's not necessary. So we add a 5, a 6, a 9, bring the decimal straight down, 9 and 65 hundredths. Now, what we always say is to listen to what the video is saying. All right, always end up listening to the video. And what I'm telling you this time to do is I want you, like it says there, I want you to try the next 3. So you do need to do these problems. What we're going to do is we are going to check them in class together. Part of it is I want to see who's listening and who's just looking at the picture that's there. So that's it. That's all we need to take care of for today. Remember, do those last 3 problems right now. We will check the answers in class tomorrow. Good job, everyone.